Hello, how's everyone doing today? Amazing. Well, thank you for giving us the opportunity and taking time out of your busy schedules to let us present to Southwest our plans in tackling the coronavirus. I'm Brighton.
I'm Noah.
I'm Enrique.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Olivia, and we are Clear Sky Media.
As we all know, at the start of 2020, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 as a global pandemic. Following the announcement, the government declared a stay-at-home order to help prevent the spread of the disease. On top of that, only businesses deemed as essential could remain open. The quarantine has brought a combination of canceled flights and people avoiding group gatherings, which has dramatically affected the airline industry. In response, the US government has attempted to bail out the airline industry with additional funds. Southwest Airlines responded to the pandemic by cleaning every single aircraft for about 6 to 7 hours each night. They also made some changes to their food and beverages procedures. Unlike many other airlines, no routes or flights were canceled due to the virus, as none of its destinations were considered geographic risk by the CDC. Finally, they announced that non-refundable tickets could be used within 1 year of the original travel date, which leads to the situation at hand. Now that people are coming out of quarantine and the world is slowly returning to normalcy, Southwest and other airlines need to make people comfortable enough again to travel.
So the problem that Clear Sky Media is addressing for Southwest is the need to ensure its passengers and customers feel safe and protected when they decide to travel. There's a lot of anxiety and uneasiness around travel during this pandemic, and Southwest Airlines needs to make sure customers feel their concerns are being addressed, that they're being protected, and that Southwest Airlines is the most focused on their health and safety.
So, for our critical factors, we think it's important to recognize these following influences. Target audience, the people who are really anxious about flying, they're apprehensive about the safety of boarding a plane and really need that reassurance from us. Time, implementation of a campaign at a fast pace to get our messaging out there. Social distancing and COVID-19, obviously taking heavy consideration of safety and health procedures advised by the CDC and other health organizations. Brand image, making sure our target audience knows that Southwest is protecting them at all costs and putting the customer first. Consumer loyalty, maintaining relationships with current customers while also trying to acquire new ones. Competitors, staying ahead of the game by introducing new and innovative ways to combat these competitors. And then sales, keeping in mind that amid the virus outbreak, sales and stocks for Southwest drastically declined. For our first alternative, leading by example, we think it's a really good idea to provide all healthcare professionals free flights for the months of August to October to alleviate anxieties for consumers. This will motivate customers to want to fly again because if experts in the health industry are not afraid anymore, why should we be? We believe customers listen heavily to recommendations of healthcare professionals, and we think this will serve as a really good leadership opportunity. This will also serve as a charitable donation to those who have been on the front lines fighting the virus. We will begin with an awareness campaign through Instagram and Facebook utilizing the hashtag leading by example, and this hashtag can also be used on online blogs and other forums. Flyers and email campaigns will be distributed by mail to all current and future Southwest customers because we believe that everyone knows someone in healthcare. Nurses and doctors will go to the Southwest website and show proof of employment via hospital email address or copy of their ID card. This alternative can be implemented immediately and social distancing will be enforced as healthcare professionals can be seated in one section of the plane while the general public is seated in the other section of the plane. Brand image will play a large role in this alternative because of its charitable donation. However, this alternative will not alleviate loss of sales in the short term due to the amount of free flights, but we think that this alternative will really serve as an increase in sales for the long run. This alternative will be the first of its kind in the airline industry amid the coronavirus outbreak. But another downside is that some customers might not want to fly with healthcare professionals in general on their planes. And this alternative will also not alleviate the issues regarding the cleanliness of other flyers.
So let's take a look at our second alternative. For our second alternative, we want to publicize Southwest safety procedures through a social campaign. Southwest Airlines already uses EPA-approved hospital-grade disinfectant to clean the aircrafts. Plus, the Southwest team spends 6 to 7 hours of cleaning each night. These are all procedures that we want your customers aware of to ease their concerns about traveling during COVID-19. In this campaign, we will highlight the multi-step cleaning process and of the Southwest cabins, restrooms, flight deck, and air filters. To do so, we will create blog posts, YouTube videos, and Instagram pictures showing the in-depth sanitization process. These pieces of content will be blasted across all of Southwest's online platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even LinkedIn. These posts will go live with the hashtag Southwest Stories, which will encompass all of our efforts for this campaign. In addition to the cleaning procedures, we will do story highlights of satisfied customers and staff personnel that have stayed safe while traveling with Southwest Airlines during this time. These stories will be interview-style anecdotes of the aircraft and the social distancing policies that are being enforced, and the customers and staff will confirm that Southwest is a safe option when flying during these circumstances. These story highlights will also be under the hashtag Southwest Stories, as you can see on the next slide. These shared experiences will make other customers open to flying, knowing that it will be safe for other passengers and staff. The last effort of this specific campaign is to do a weekly Instagram Live Q&A with Southwest executives and pilots. This way, customers will have the opportunity to tune in once a week and ask questions that can be answered in real time, which is very valuable. This campaign will have the opportunity to be picked up by news outlets since it is the first of its kind. Since the alternative will be on social platforms, it addresses our target audience. In terms of urgency, since it does not need executive or extensive production, it can be done in a doable, timely manner. The sanitization and social distancing procedures are to combat the concerns of coronavirus on your aircrafts. These efforts of the social campaign Southwest Stories is going to strengthen the brand's image in the eyes of current customers and prospective customers. The initiative of this campaign will show that Southwest truly cares about proving the safety of their passengers. This will in turn create customer loyalty for the long run and make Southwest stand out amongst its competitors, as Southwest is dedicated to keeping their passengers safe and healthy. As a result of Southwest Stories, the target audience will feel at ease about the situation and begin to fly again, which will increase your sales during this airline hardship.
Our last alternative is called hashtag Southwest Cares. This plan consists of announcing our new boarding procedures and extra safety additions we're giving out to customers. This campaign will be featured on all owned social platforms to spread the word about the new and improved way Southwest is operating. To ensure that Southwest is following social distancing guidelines, we have adjusted the boarding procedures to put the customer's safety first. Boarding will still begin with special accommodating passengers, and then the next group to be seated will be those sitting at the very back of the plane and then working its way up. This decision reduces passenger interaction, which is the primary way of spreading the disease. Also, Southwest will sit individuals, couples, and family/groups accordingly, which you can see on the slide. The next additions we recommend are distributing branded face masks and hand sanitizers. The face masks are designed with hashtag Southwest Cares to reinforce the action Southwest is doing for the safety of their passengers. When other people in the airport see these masks on Southwest customers, they will foster a great brand recognition and increase brand value. The hand sanitizer is a great gesture that goes a long way. It is an extra step customers can take to feel safer and cleaner. The travel size bottle is convenient and is something that customers value during these times. The last part of the initiative is to ensure that the employees of Southwest are being tested. These essential workers are risking their life every flight, and testing them is a preventative measure to ensure that they are all in healthy working conditions. This alternative can be expensive in some areas, but will ultimately be appreciated by the consumer. The entire solution effectively offers a better way to address the pandemic and keep customer safety a #1 priority. It will show that Southwest wants people to feel safe when they fly, and they're not concerned about spending extra money to relieve some of the passengers' anxiety.
All right. Now, the alternative that Clear Sky is recommending is the Southwest Cares campaign. Southwest Cares does the most to address customers' immediate anxieties about flying. It updates Southwest boarding and seating procedures to maximize customer safety and helps maintain social distancing guidelines. It meets customers with tangible incentives and services with branded face masks and sanitizers to fly Southwest and feel protected in ways the other alternatives don't. It offers a course of action moving forward to promote Southwest's investment in its customers that stands out among its competitors in the industry. It elevates the Southwest brand and helps build a deeper personal relationship with customers. Despite it requiring an investment in new procedures and materials, Southwest Cares looks to promote heavily through earned and owned media. It is the most comprehensive alternative that focuses on protecting customers and easing their anxieties about travel to get them to fly again and to fly Southwest. Southwest Cares is the best alternative for Southwest Airlines to pursue because it goes the fullest extent to do exactly what it says, show that Southwest cares. If customers feel safe, they'll fly.
So for our last additional comments, we just want to make it known that Southwest Airlines should take preventative actions in the waiting areas to maintain a consistent and safe environment for their passengers. This also includes enforcing social distancing in their terminals. Southwest might also consider redesigning the airplane layouts to accommodate no middle seats if this is a lasting measure. We also want it to be known that we curated our alternatives based on information gathered dating back to April 27th, before some of these recommendations were executed in the industry. So we know that Southwest cares, but we want you to know so does Clear Sky. Hopefully you choose to work with us. Thank you for your time.